Hello, hello. Ugh, ugh. Sorry, that's the first thing you had to listen to. Let me try that again. Hello, welcome to a Modern Horizons, not Phantom Draft. We ain't no fake drafter here. Let's do. This is my first recorded Modern Horizons draft. I've played two others. I went 2-1 and 1-2. Nothing too exciting. Let's see. Oh, look at that. It was meant to be. Okay, first of all, I gotta check the prices on this stuff because I don't know nothing about nothing in this set. Archmage's Charm. Is that something? That's something people want to pay money for? 256. Not worth it. What does it do? Counter target spell. Target player draws 2 cards. Gain control of target non-land permanent. Okay, so it's flexible, but it's triple blue, and that seems a bit high. Okay, so like the Orscale Guardians, the green-red payoff there. Let's see. Double strike change. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature type among creatures you control. Ooh, that's super good. Changeling is really strong stuff, and if you play the 1/1 Changeling on turn 1, this comes out as a 3/3 double strike on turn 2 if you go plains. That seems like crazy high upside, so let's pick that up, see what happens. Also 3/3 double strike, that's also everything else. Can be good. Can be good stuff. Ooh, what did we open here? Discard? Oh, we could have done the green red goodness stuff. Let's see what we got. Discard a land card, create a 2/2 bear creature token. Triple green is high. And it's a good late game, kind of like mana sink, quote unquote. I'm not too impressed with it. Glacial Revelations, like a snow payoff. Scale up is momentary benefit, but nothing too great. Let's see. We can go Venomous Changeling to go with our Valiant Changeling and go black-white Changeling stuff. Scour All Possibilities is solid. Spring Bloom Druid is nice for the snow deck. I do like Watcher for tomorrow. I feel like that's going to be the pickup here. We don't have to stick with our Valiant Changeling. We'll see what ends up being open. Winds of Abandon is really good. Why is this being passed? It's basically exile anything for 2, and then if you happen to pay its overload cast, you could just exile it to one-side wipe, which is pretty damn busted. So I'm not sure why this is being passed. Other things to consider. Exclude is nice. It's a counter that counters target creature strong, but it cantrips. Cycling Island's always good. Iceberg Canecrix got me real bad in a snow deck. Decked me, I was pissed. Mana War is good. We're seeing a lot of good blue here. But I'm not going to pass up Winds of Abandon. Valiant Changeling is only good if you get cheap Changelings. It's okay otherwise, but we'll see what happens. Alright, Aria of Flame. I don't think that's worth anything, right? Probably wouldn't be passed if it was worth anything. No. Okay. Shatter Assumptions. Oh, interesting. You can snipe all colorless or multicolor cards. Answer Prayers is whatever. I kind of like Choking Tethers here. Prohibit's also nice because it's a counter spell that you can play basically most of the game. Knight of Old Benalia is good, but I think I just like Choking Tethers. It can cycle, it can tap something, make a good attack. Here, it looks like there's a lot of maybe frost stuff being passed, but or snow-covered stuff. Let's see here. Wing Shards is good, but it can be played around. I think I kind of like these this thing because basically it's a nice combo with Watcher for Tomorrow. You can kill one of their creatures and then you can kind of bounce this thing and get the card under it. And it's also just a nice unconditional removal. It's slow, but pretty nice here. White's looking pretty open. I'm happy about that. Okay, so it looks like green-red might also be open. Maybe if we started off with the dragon, we would have gone down that route. But I think right now we're still getting past some good cards. A second Choking Tethers is what I'm going to pick up over Universal Automation. That's the card you want for Valiant Changeling. to curve it out on turn 2, but Choking Tether is just a better card. And it looks like blue is pretty open here. Counter target spell. If you have 5 or less life, draw a card. That's pretty cool. But otherwise, it's just a regular counter in most instances. This thing is a snow payoff, which we don't need. I like Windcaller Aven a lot. You can cycle it if it's stuck in your hand, or if you draw it late in the game, it's 4/3 flyer. That's a little overpriced, but not terrible. I do like Reign of Revelation. It's a nice draw spell. And I don't think Gilded Light is anything we care about. Phantasmal Form could be interesting. It could kind of really sway battles, but it's super situational. You get the most advantage when the board is full, but I just like this Reign of Revelation here. And here, I think I like Wall of 1,000 Cuts better than Knight of Old Benalia. It doesn't look like we're going wide. It looks like we're going to be more of an evasive kind of deck. Wall works with that decently well. Here I'll pick Scour All Possibilities. We have a ton of card draw already between all of our cycling. We have 1, 2, 3 cycling cards. With choking tethers and Windcaller Aven, and then we have draw 3 cards instant here. And the Warriors, Raptors. Oh man, look at this. I'm gonna definitely go for this Cycle Land. We're not doing the snow thing, and Cycle Lands are super nice. I guess we'll pick up this Answered Prayers, but we're definitely not a creature heavy deck right now. I think I'll pick up the snow covered island just in case. Oh, and we got spell stuff back. Ooh, what's Astral Drift? I don't know what this card does. Whenever you cycle Astral Drift or another card while Astral Drift is on the battlefield, you may exile target creature. If you do, return a card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step cycling. That is pretty nasty if you allow to enter the battlefield effects, which we only have 1 right now, but we can definitely still prioritize that. And we have 1, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4 cycle cards already. I'm willing to give this a shot. Kite might also be good in this deck. We have a lot of ways to draw cards at instant speed. Well, I'm gonna give Astral Drift a try. I don't know if it's the right pick, but it's the pick I'm going with. Suck it. Okay. Here, interesting pack. King of Pride pumps all your changelings, but right now we only have the Valiant Changeling. A regular cohort is really good with all of our bounce our own creatures thing because it just keeps on creating 2/2s. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. Man of War is also a nice payoff for bouncing something and returning it. But I think I like a regular cohort best there. Here we can get another choking tethers, but I think the second irregular cohort is going to be nice. Ephemerate is really nice for more enter the battlefield effects, but we already have a lot of that bounce stuff going on, and I'd rather just get the payoffs. Choking tethers we can keep down here since they're cycle cards, so our curve isn't as high as it looks. And changelings help with this Valiant Changeling, of course, too. Won't get us out on turn 2, but you know, get us out on turn 5, which is still 3/3 double strike for turn 5. That's all creature types, isn't terrible. It's like a fun deck. We have to figure out how we're actually going to kill them. Maybe some stuff in the air, maybe going wide, TBD. With 2 irregular cohorts and a Valiant Changeling, the cat coming around won't be bad. We can pump all of our changelings +2/+1. And then a 5/4 double strike starts looking a lot scarier. And then a card that makes 2 4/3s looking a lot scarier. For our Oppo. Sorry, I'm watching the game here. It's a barn burner. Let me tell you. Multitasking. Okay, I think we have enough changeling synergy. There's not a lot of blue going on. Phantom Ninja is kind of nice. It's just kind of a way to end things. But I think I like having this Enduring Sliver. It works really well for all of our changelings. We can outlast on them. So if it's just a stalled out board, we could just tap our creatures and pump them. And it's a solid 2-drop, which we don't have a lot of 2-drops that actually affect the board. So let's do that. Okay, I kind of like, ooh, instant, create a 1/1 white soldier token, buy back for 3. It's not the most exciting thing. I think I'm just going to take this cycle land. It works well with our Astral Drift. And yeah. Here I've been impressed with the Reprobation. It's just a nice removal card. It's bad against our type of deck because they could just bounce it and bring it back in, and that's a problem. Looks like this is a late Undead Augur. Everything else in here is pretty medium. I don't know how to feel about this Farmstead Gleaner. You have to pay to untap it every time. It's kind of annoying. Goblin Engineer is late. Okay, a lot of good red cards here. Amorphous Axe might actually be decent. I think it's the only thing we're picking up here. Again, Gilded Light isn't too exciting. This might be good if we get things that pump certain creature types. I'm not super excited to play it. I thought it might make our kind of otherwise underwhelming ground force formidable. It's expensive to equip though. I'd like it much better if it was like 2 to equip. 3 to equip seems high just for +3/+0. Won't win combat. It's only really good if you have a lot of things that affect creature type. Ooh, oh, Soul Herder is a wonderful card for this deck. We need to get more into the battlefield things, but basically, right now we have 1, 2, 3 payoffs for that enter the battlefield bouncing stuff. Honestly, this is pretty sick. Lets you exile something at the end of every turn, and when you do, you put a counter on this. This is going to be double payoff in our deck. Ikite gets pumped every time you draw 2 or more cards. We don't have a lot of reasons to pick up this universal animation except Valiant Changeling. I don't think that's strong enough. I'm just going to pick up the Evasive Flyer that we can pump somewhat regularly. I think I like universal animation here over the second spell snuff. I don't think we need it. Here we'll pick up Ephemerate, and now we're gonna really focus on things that do things when they enter the battlefield. You bounce a target creature. Can this bounce? I'm getting. Oh man. Okay, good. I'm just wondering if this bounce improvement. No, it's all. Oh my god! Give me a second. Oh, it's a snow artifact. I didn't even see that. I thought it was a land. I was thinking if you could bounce this every time it. If you could bounce this with things and just keep on drawing, that'd be pretty sick. But ooh, the Warriors pulled ahead by 12. All right, Silent Clearing might be worth something. So let's see. It's 5 tickets. I don't think that's worth it. There's a lot on the line to win these things. I do like Pondering Mage a lot. Let's see. Draw a card, splice onto instant or sorcery. I think we have enough card draw. We don't really need that. We don't have a lot of ninja stuff, and Stirring Address isn't too exciting. I like Pondering Mage. It's a solid card that fits our curve pretty well. You could filter your next few card draws. You can toss away some lands if you have some lands on top. It's a 3/4 for 5 that draws a card. That's pretty good to begin with. And it's a great thing to exile and return to battlefield, which is obviously what we're trying to do. I'm really excited to play this deck. I've had pretty bad runs of like drawing my lands and curves well in this set, but we'll see how it goes up. Oh, that's a snow thing. It looks pretty cool. I wonder if it's worth anything. I doubt it, but nope. Okay. The Ingenious Infiltrator is really good, but obviously we don't have means to splash. Trustworthy Scout isn't too exciting. We get another Choking Tethers, or we can get our first Prohibit. It's another counter spell, but I actually kind of like this one better. Counter things early on, counter things later on. Let's see. Stream of Thought. I'm sorry, I don't know a lot of these cards, so I'm kind of like reading them. while we're doing this. Target player puts top 4 cards of the library into the graveyard. You shuffle up to 4 cards from the graveyard in the library. Replicate. That seems boring. I think I like Mana War here. Martyr Soul can be good if you have a lot of creatures down, but I think I'd rather just have something that gets benefit when you bounce it and enters the battlefield. Here. Okay, so Scuttling Silver lets you untap silvers, slivers, sorry. Which we're gonna have a decent amount since we have an okay amount of changelings. Slicer's Skill is actually nice. It's a 3/3 for 3. We don't have enough snow ornaments to make Blizzard's Tricks good. But if we could keep on bouncing it, that would be nice, I guess. But I think I like this Slicer's Skill. We have a lot of spells that are relatively cheap, so it's a good chance we could just hold this in hand and maybe ephemerate. I don't think this Universal Automation's worth it. And I don't even know if Valiant Changeling's worth it. We only have 2 Changelings right now, and I think we're just trying to go wide, survive, and then bounce a lot of things, get a lot of value out of that. Maybe just Winds of Abandon when we have enough mana. Give them a million lands when we exile their whole board, but that's fine. Ephemerate's gonna be real nice. I didn't realize it even has rebound. That is sick. We're gonna do some nasty stuff with this for sure. Okay, we don't need 2 Astral Drifts, I don't think. Okay, so Vesper Lark makes our Universal Automation a little better, because basically when it leaves the battlefield, you get to return target creature card with power 1 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. Oh, okay. I thought it was convert mana cost 1 or less. This is even better. That buys back Soul Herder, buys back Kite. I think that's it. So we don't need to include the Universal Automation. Oh man, a second Soul Herder is pretty sick. I mean, I think we do need more removal, but I don't think we can give up a second Soul Herder, and I don't think we can give up a second Mana War. This pack is giving us a lot of stuff to do. Shelter seems kind of nice. I don't know if that's good. It's kind of like a counter spell in a way, but only against other. Yeah, maybe it's not that good. Never mind. I lied. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna play in this. Let's pick that up. Okay, I will play the first Everdream here. Pick up a Nature's Chant for the sideboard. Smoke Shroud isn't so good for our deck. And we got some pretty nasty synergies going on here. So how many? So we have to count our cycle cards here. So let's do that while we're waiting. Nope. That's not a cycle. Choking Tethers is a cycle. I guess we only have 5 cycle cards. I think we have enough bounce. Astral Drift seems okay. You can cycle itself, but I'm worried about this deck being a little too slow. Let's look at our bounce payoffs. Anything that comes in a battlefield with an effect we care about here. This doesn't, but it wants to bounce things, so that's something. Okay, so we have 7 cards that we care about bouncing, which seems pretty nice. I think we can actually leave. Oh, okay. Whoa, Jesus Christ. I don't like that. Just like shove stuff into your deck. Now you get this Trustworthy and this Rebuild out of there. Decent sideboard cards, but not what we're trying to do. Let's see here. We can add another Choking Tethers. I mean, it kind of helps with us going wide. We can tap them down, we could cycle it, adds another cycle. I don't think we need all of these draw spells. Let's group these separately. So we got Everdream, we got Scour, and we have Rain of Revelation. So which ones don't we want? I think I like Everdream the best here. We're going to be cycling a lot. We get to splice this onto some of our cheaper spells. I think I like Splice better than Flashback. And it's instant speed, so it's nice that we can leave up cycling or do this or do a lot of other things. I think we lose these 2 cards here. I don't think getting value is going to be our problem here, because we have stuff like Watcher for Tomorrow to also help with drawing. I like all of our creatures, I think. I don't want to give up any of these. So we could probably lose 1 Choking Tethers, actually, and then we have to lose 1 more card. Maybe we lose this Spell Snuff. We have Prohibit, and I think I like this. It's going to be an interesting deck. We don't have a lot of interactions. I guess we do. We have Reprobation, Winds of Abandon, Citadel, Beyond Reality, and then we could do like tempo plays if we end up getting on the board early. So let's do this. I'm be a little more plains heavy, yeah, with all these double white. I guess we have double blues too, but it's a split. Let's combine these. Let's sort by convert mana cost. Make sure our curve is pretty decent. Might be a little slow, but I'm feeling pretty good about this. I wanted to watch the game, so I'm not streaming this, but I am recording it. It might be my only Modern Draft Horizon. Modern Horizons draft that makes it up on the YouTubes. Ooh, people are ready to play this. We will play first. Okay, this looks like a nice hand. We need to find some lands, but we have a regular cohort. We could go Soul Herder into a regular cohort, and that's a pretty nasty curve. We obviously need to find 2 more lands, one being a plane specifically. We have a turn 2 play with Enduring Sliver. If we find nothing else to do, we can grow it. That's nice. And our Soul Herder will start growing as well as early as turn 3. Oh, yes. Okay. This is looking nice. I'm going to definitely attack with this. We're going to always yield. Want to use it for sure. And now we got already a pretty formidable attack here. Okay, so that's too slow of a card. Manowar is going to be sick when they finally do play something. So let's get in for 2. And then we'll play Watcher for Tomorrow, and we'll get the card that... What does Hideaway do? Do you have to pay for Hideaway? I don't even know. We'll figure it out. Let's see. Hideaway. Okay, let's do it. Do we have to pay for this? Use a card to exile with this. Ooh, Pondering Mage, Spark, Prohibit. Since we're ahead on the battlefield, I kind of like Prohibit the best. We'll put Pondering Mage followed by this, followed by that. And then we get to bounce it. Oh, we get to do this again. Cool. Okay. Here I like a second. Actually, planes might be good if we don't draw it. Let's do that. Okay, this is pretty nasty. I'm into this already. Let's see what they do here. They play a creature, they could... Okay, so it's just a 4-2. We can honestly attack through that. Actually, we could just bounce it with Manowar, honestly. And just... We're going to win that way. And we can start double bouncing at the end of turn. But here we'll bounce Watcher for Tomorrow, get our planes in hand. Okay. Here we'll take a Ephemerate. Any order's fine. I don't think this game's lasting that much longer. Oh, it's end of combat or end of turn, so I can't play the planes here, but let's see here. Exile, sure. Here, I think I just leave up Prohibit. It might not be able to catch something if they drop a 5-drop, but honestly, I don't think there's a way we can win, right? No. If not, we can always cycle this away. Let's see. It'd be nice to not have to show them, so we'll let that drop. Because this isn't doing much. Now, I think we will just counter that, and then I think they're in trouble here. We get to bounce the changeling. Problem is I don't know all the cards in this set, so I can't make the most educated plays here, but to me it's fun. Actually, they already know we have a Mana War. They don't know about our choking tethers. Does it matter? Yeah, let's just build out a board. Play a second Mana War. I think they get a gist of what our deck's trying to do here. Okay. It looked like a pretty aggressive deck. But the enchantment isn't that aggressive actually. So maybe we just want to lower curve a tad on the play, on the draw, I mean. We don't have a lot of ways to do that. We can universal automation, but again, that's not that great. We can recruit the worthy, but that doesn't seem too good either. I think we're okay here. Let's submit. We'll see. We had a pretty busted start, and this is a pretty busted hand. I guess not busted, it's just a good hand. It looks like we're gonna want this land, so let's play out this tap land. We can always reprobation something if we need to early on. Let's see. I don't think we need a reprobation that yet. Maybe we should have. We're gonna have the value. Let's see. Okay, here I think we just drop the This is a combo with each other, but obviously we can't have them both out in play and be rescuing this. I think we just play our Splicer's skill out. It slows down their attack, makes them have to use something on us. Choking Tethers is almost better just as a cycler. Cantrip that taps something, keeps you alive, it finds you Okay, if that's their turn, I'm way okay with that. Oh, okay, so we could just let them play out creatures here. And now I think we play Vesperlark. You have to, when you play Overload, if you don't play, oh, we'll have a single, if you pay the Overload cost, do you have to pay in addition? Well, look, they're stuck on land, so we don't want to play it regardless this turn. What do we want to do? I think we just get out our two. We can actually attack here. Get out our 2/1 flyer. We can, if we find a land, we can Soul Herder and Reprobation next turn. Man, they're just really sinking all their land, huh? Okay. Well, I think we're gonna win this race now. We can always choking tethers them. Ooh, this is nice. I'm gonna definitely watch her for tomorrow here. I think I kind of want the island, to be honest. Seems like we'll have enough stuff to do with our lands. Or enough stuff to do that we need lands. Let's see. Maybe we choking tether at the beginning of their turn and get this thing tapped down. I think we can just win this race. Or maybe we just reprobation this thing. We can't really attack. It'll be a 2-3. We can still attack through it on the ground, I guess. Let's do that. 2-3 isn't good at blocking us, really. And it lets us basically get ahead enough in the air to where we can start doing some work. It might have been a little premature, but I didn't want to be taking 6 that turn down to 10. I want to use our mana wisely. Okay, yeah, we would have been hurting pretty bad. Okay, so now we attack with the 3-3 and a 2-1 flyer. We leave the 2-1 back to block. Let's see. We can settle beyond reality this thing. Get him with these two, bounce this, get an island. That seems not necessary right now. Let's get our 2 attacks in here. If they want to trade here, that's fine. Yeah, totally fine. Okay, so we get our island. During ephemerate, is that good? I think we want some creatures here. Any order is fine. We get our island back. Then we can overload if they play out a couple more creatures here. We're gonna take 2 this turn, but I'm okay with that. If they kill our Soul Hoarder, we can always bounce this thing and kill something, and then we get to buy it back. Does it enter the battlefield? Oh, it does. Even better. Okay, well, I'm definitely trading here if they offer it. Oh, this thing can still attack. Kind of forgot about that. Yeah, I'm okay trading this. Now we get to just settle beyond reality this. Which is going to be nice. Actually, let's attack first. I doubt they're going to block here, but they might. Who knows? This is a super fun deck, and there's like a million ways to play each turn, and I love it. I love it. I haven't even been looking at the game. Oh, maybe I should have left up an island. This thing comes back. We get to bounce our Watcher now. What a combo. Ooh, I'll take a Mana War. Second Soul Hoarder seems nice, but I think it's a little unnecessary. I like the idea of bouncing things off their board. Here they could still attack in for 2. I don't think there's a lot of stuff that could kill us from 10 though. Okay, that's fine. So if they attack here, they're losing this race pretty bad. I'm just gonna let this hit us. And now I think we just play Enduring Silver and leave up Choking Tethers. Seems like the plan. Attack him for 4. We could have Astral Drift and then cycled this, but that seems not great. Okay. That's fine. And then when it goes to the beginning of combat. Cast this for 4. And we win. We got a nice, well-mannered GG from our opponent, which I respect. Good on you, dead serious. And that was a fun one. Okay, well, I feel like this deck performed exceptionally well in that matchup, but they weren't giving much pressure. So let's see how this goes. Otherwise, this is nice. We get to leave up a prohibit or draw a card. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but it doesn't really matter. Soul Hoarder is pretty bad when you have no other creatures, so I might just I think that's fine. Do I want to counter that? Oh, their deck might be centered around that card, but it's pretty slow start. I'd rather drive. Yeah, I guess let's just counter this. We're gonna have something to do the next few turns anyway. This doesn't look very threatening on its own, but it'll get there. We can eye kite and then play Everdream at instant speed if need be. I guess we'll get in here, see what happens. Okay, they killing this thing. I think that's fine. We'll still pass here. We have a lot of cheap cards, so I might not want to just cast off Everdream right now. Let's see. It's a 2/2. Can attack into it. Oh, that was nice actually. So we don't need to attack into it. I don't really want to take the turn off and not play our regular cohort. Let's just play our land and pass. Oh my god, everyone trying to play some PUBG here. Ooh, that's nice. Because we can, okay, so I think we just attack with everything and see what happens here. Because we can Ephemerate and then Everdream on top of it. We could do this all at instant speed, so I'm just gonna do it at the end of their turn. Hopefully just tap out for something. We're gonna get to go wide, get some card advantage here. They try to kill something, we can okay, so it's just a 3/2. Definitely not scary. Okay, so and we'll cast this. Okay, so we click that. Now we gotta play this. They have removal for this. It's gonna be a bummer, but we get to rebound it, and we still get to draw a card and keep this in hand. I was hoping they tapped out, but you know, black and red could have some good removal here. Oh, what is this? What is this? Ah, okay. Well, we made him use a premium card here. Oh, we don't get the It might be to the point where we want to just draw this, getting the extra damage. Nope. Well, this is running out of gas here. But we have nice removal for them. Or for anything we can't handle. Right now we can handle these things. And we have some good value in our deck for sure. Nice, like that. So let's get in with our shapeshifter. They could block and then sack this to eat it. Let's go wide. I'll hold land in hand. I don't know much about the discards. But if we draw a land, no big deal. If we draw something that needs land, I can always play this next turn. I don't know what kind of discard cards are in this set, to be honest. I don't know if I should be deathly afraid of something that costs 8 mana either. But we'll figure it out. Ooh, it's a close game. Fourth quarter, only 4 points. Okay, that's not too scary. It's the only sliver they have. And we can basically attack into everything. Okay, that could be nice here. What do we want to do? We attack with these three things. They might throw something in front of this sack and eat something. If we reprobation this thing, they don't really have good blocks. So let's just do that. Might be a little greedy, but let's see. And then we can actually, again, with everything. I am unaware about the rafts in this set, so we know that we have one of them, so maybe I don't play out the Splasher skill. Let's see. Okay, so that means they could trade off for three things, but they're still trading off. And there are 0 cards in hand, so in that case I will play out the Splasher's skill. Good to know about. So that's a nice combo with Cloud Shredder. They can get you out of nowhere. Oh, they do get to eat that. That's a little unfortunate. Now they're going down to 3, and we can play this out. And now they have to top deck something, or else they have to make some less than ideal blocks. Okay, there we go. Okay, so they look pretty aggressive here. So what do we want to do to deal with this? I think this is what happened last time, and we decided there wasn't much to do. So that's fine. We just gotta make sure they can't curve. I mean, we can't make sure, but if they curve out, we're gonna be in trouble. But if they don't, I think we'll be fine. This is a solid hand. We could Choking Tethers and tap down an attack to maybe find some more land for our regular cohort or some more things to bounce. I think we're gonna cycle this. We already have double planes for a regular cohort. We have ways to draw more cards if we need to. I just don't want them to know we're going to cycle it. Oh, more cycle things. Okay, so this is nice. Let's see. I think we want the first War of Abandon, Winds of Abandon. We have, we don't have any removal. Mana War is nice, but we don't have anything to bounce a lot repeatedly yet. So I'm just going to pick up this removal and then put these two things like that. Watcher of Tomorrow is Watcher for Tomorrow, excuse me. I don't want to mess up his official title there. So Echo, you have to pay 1 additional. Now we can Lonely Sandbar to make sure we curve out, which I think we want to here. So we will play this. I will attack with this for sure, and then at the we will cycle Choking Tethers and tap down Orcish Hellraiser. I'm scared of them kind of beating us down. They might be stuck on color. Let's cycle this. Okay, next turn we have a regular cohort. And then we can go into Settle Beyond Reality and do some fun stuff here. This deck is sick. This is way better than the other 2 decks I drafted. I mean, it looks like we're going to go 2-0, and we just did. Predicted the future there. So let's go for the trophy. Let's go for the 6-0, 3-0 trophy. I know I usually don't do a Magic Online too much. Usually I'm more about them arena drafts, but I actually play a lot of Magic Online on the side. I just don't record them. Because if the format's not hot, then all of a sudden you're taking a while to find matches, and then you have to start editing things, and it just seems like a lot of extra work for not too much upside if you could just play the format in arena. With that said, I think drafting with bots is with people is way more better. And I think I tend to do better on Magic Online because of that. I think you can actually find open lanes, and I think everyone's deck isn't kind of like a forced powerful deck. You just run into more realistic decks consistently, and wider spread of archetypes instead of like the strong ones that people can semi-force. Oh, the Nutlow. Not sure if they want to play first or draw first. I think I like playing first with this deck because we're gonna definitely cycle this Lonely Sandbar. Cycling lands are so good. We need to find some creatures to start adding to the board. But yeah, cycle lands are so good. It thins out your deck because obviously if you're cycling them, you don't need lands, right? So it not only thins out your deck, draws you a card, and then all of a sudden it's like you're functionally playing, 15 lands instead of 17 since we have 2 in our deck. So it's like a double bonus. You get to thin out your deck and draw an extra card towards your, non-land spells, or just spells, I guess I should say. God, Chris. Learn your magic nomenclature already. What's up, man? Or woman? What you doing, Nutlow? What you doing, Nutlow? Okay, we'll keep. Oh, is this gonna be like every click? Okay, they didn't say anything like, sorry, having internet connections might be. So yeah, this hand needs some help. It's actually not too bad. I'm just gonna click this on first turn and see if it says like pay 2 or pay 8. Because I still am not sure, and that's a very crucial thing to understand. If this costs 6 to exile everything I don't control, or if it costs 8. Because that could be the difference of winning a game and losing a game, and I should figure that out. Oh man, it's a 3-point game with 7 minutes left in the half. Craziness. I live in the Bay Area, San Francisco, but I want the Warriors to lose because they think they're makes basketball boring when one team just dominates year after year or in the finals every year. It is weird not having a finals or even a playoffs without LeBron James in it. Ooh. Okay, what is going on here? I hope that's not considered too bad manners, but like signing into a game and then just sitting on basically a no decision stop for 3 minutes is worse manners. I would contend. But well, it's my time. My time don't mean nothing to Nutlow. As long as they can play out there 2 or 3 games, I guess they don't care if they waste X amount of minutes. Or maybe they're having connection problems. Who knows? Who knows? But right now, I feel like this lonely sandbar. I feel like this boat trapped in the sand, just gazing into the ever rolling waves, wondering, am I by myself forever in this match? Has Nutlow left me? Oh, that was back. All right. Wall of 1,000 cuts. I feel like the wall of 1,000 knives flying at you, or maybe they're not flying, maybe they're just hanging out since they're defenders. If you pay 1, they can attack, so like they have to be moving in some way, right? I feel like that would do a lot more damage than 3. Okay, nice draw. Starts let us pressure them a little bit in the air, albeit not very much. They're having a slow start here. We might cycle away Choking Tethers. Really not doing much. There's not a lot of creatures to tap, but we'll do it. I guess I could have done it then. And you got an extra couple damage in. Now maybe if they have a flash creature. Oh, okay. That's what they're doing. They have spent 4 more minutes than us. Oh man, 4-color craziness happening over here. Ooh, Nello's testing my patience. And yours, I'm sure. If this like just keeps on going, I'll put a little note down in the comments to skip to a certain point. I'd rather have one long pause though than a bunch of weird mini pauses. Search your library artifact with convert map. Move the card, put in your hand. Okay, so they get to find an artifact here. I'm assuming they have one if they're running this card. So let's see what they got. Get to reveal it. Okay, man, they're just doing some crazy stuff. There's their planes if they need all 5 for like the first sliver or whatever the hell that thing's called. I think I'm gonna cycle this just to. Yeah, we'll tap down, doesn't really matter. Okay, Everdream's kind of nice. Ooh, another. So what do we want to do here? I think we're going to be more of the aggressor here, so I'm just going to cycle Choking Tethers. We might find something to play out. We get to do an extra 2 damage. Okay, now we have our second planes, which is nice. Nothing we want to kill yet. It looks like they're ramping to some big stuff, so we're going to hold on to our removal. We're getting some good mana in hand, so we might have enough to Everdream at some point. Again, Winds of Abandon might be really good. I forgot to do my experiment. Okay, I was gonna say they gotta start playing something here. Okay, so that thing can be a problem at some point, but I'm not too worried about it right now. Let's see. Okay, so you just pay 6. Damn, that's so nasty. Okay, so I think here we can attack with our Eye Kite. They block, we get to eat it, which they're probably not gonna block. And then we just play our wall here. Or do we want to do Pondering Mage? Pondering wall stops there. Blocker and is a better attacker next turn. So I hope they just like kind of play out two creatures here or something, and then maybe we Winds of Abandon. Which we actually can't Winds of Abandon attack with Wall of 1,000 cuts, so maybe that was a consideration and play out Pondering Mage instead, because we have to pay 1 white to attack with this. And we have 7 lands, but only 2 white. They attack with either both of these things. I'm not blocking. We'll take the damage. It's fine. What could they have here though? I don't know a lot of the spells, but I'm feeling confident that we don't have to do much here. They're gonna draw what, like 3 cards or something? Ooh, okay. So they get to block. Recycle, so they get to draw another card. That's really not that great. Okay, here I think we just play out Pondering Mage. We make sure we leave up a white so we can do this. And we do this pre-combat so we get this thing to be a 3/2. Then we can attack for 6 in the air. And then as long as they don't kill us next turn, we just win to abandon the following turn. And I'm trying to wonder, we'll see what we put up on top of our deck, but if there's a plains there, I might take the plains. We'll see. I'm like half-ass watching this game. I don't want the Warriors. It's 3-1 Raptors or Warriors. First to 4 wins the whole championship. And though I want the Raptors to win the whole thing, the Warriors win, it goes to a game 6. And I can actually make plans to go watch it. This game kind of snuck up on me, and all of a sudden it could be the last one. So, yeah, I'm just trying to fill this dead air while Nutlow over here makes up their mind about how to say okay to my stack ability. Oh man, this is frustrating. They time out. I mean, we get a trophy, which is nice when you're playing more expensive sets like Modern Horizons. It means a lot more, but not so nice for recording and entertainment purposes. So I apologize for that. Trust me, if I could speed them up, I would. Trust me, I would. There we go. Yeah, so I don't think either of these cards are really what we need. I just want this island right now. Or, I'm sorry, this plains. Yeah, I think we could shuffle that. I think we can find better stuff off the top. Wait, what happened? Do not draw a card? Enters battlefield, look at the top 3 cards, then put them back in any order. You may show up. Oh, I thought you drew the card and then put them back. That's fine. Now we can splice this onto Winds of Abandon. But I think we attack here. Because we got a blocker on the ground. Even if they draw a decent amount of cards, we'll still be okay. And then they're going to be down to 9. And uh-oh, what is this? Oh, no. They got us. Okay, so we might have to Winds of Abandon next turn and then do something here. Because this Onerophage is large. I'm actually kind of scared for my life right now. Oh, they have it. Yeah. What does Cascade do? I don't even know what Cascade does. We'll figure it out. I don't know. I just know we get to, if they have a counter, we're in trouble. I don't know what's happening. Uh-oh. Get to reverse something. That's not too bad. Okay, we're gonna get them good with this. Winds of Abandon. They're really low on cards. Why is that? Why did I kill it? Oh, in Twine you could do both. That's why. Okay, so we're not gonna die. And they have. Oh, why did? Okay, I'm very confused by everything going on here. I'm just glad we have Winds of Abandon here. So obviously we gotta cast this, and we cannot splice it. Okay, so they have 3 cards in hand still, and I don't think I want to get the 1 damage in. They could have something hasty, and I think we have a lot of gas in hand, so I don't think the 1 damage is worth it. They're gonna be drawing spells most likely, since they're gonna get to put what, like 7 lands into play. If I didn't think we would win, I wouldn't show them that card. I think we're gonna want all the land we want. It sucks that we only have 2 planes. We're stuck on 2 planes here. Let's see what they do. I think they have some powerful stuff and a lot of fixing. Oh, Jesus. And we're dead. Okay. So giving them lots of lands, no good sometimes. Okay. Yeah, I still like what we have going on here. That was kind of a clunky start for us. And they're gonna sideboard for 48 minutes. Oh, look at that. They made me eat my words. Oh yeah, this looks good. I'm gonna play out this cycle land for sure. Double Mana War is nice, especially if we find one of our spear things that bounces things at the end of every turn. I don't think we need to cycle Windcaller Aven. Ooh, I am gonna do this. They counter it. Well, I don't think there is a counter for this. Oh, we have to put it back. Whoops, that was I forgot about that. I forgot you have to put something back. Okay, we're fine. I think the next turn is a regular cohort. Ooh, Soul Herder is super nice. Okay, so we have all the pieces of making a great push here. We can Mana War something if they play it out here. Man, they're just ramping like a beast. I think we just Mana War this thing out. They know it's coming, I think. If they attack, we just block with our token shapeshifter. Okay, so we're almost unlocked here. I think we just Mana War. If they have a counter, it's fine. We still get in with our token. We want to leave this thing alive so we can start doing bounce shenanigans before they go off with their... I mean, they could play that crazy card next turn. They get to find another artifact, but honestly, I think we're just going to pressure him. We have a Mana War and a Soul Herder, so if we draw a land next turn, we just basically go bounce crazy or go super wide, either way. And now we got nice board pressure. What is Cascade? I'm gonna learn about this. Cascade MTG. Oh, okay, I see. So like exiles cards until you find something with less converted mana cost, and then you can cast that, and it keeps on doing it. Let's see. Oh, you pay without putting the... Oh. You don't have to pay the mana cost. That's pretty nasty. So yeah, we get them to find another talisman or something, but honestly, this is an ambitious deck. I kind of respect Nutlo, even though they're slow as hell. Oh, the mana, are they gonna kill our shape? How dare they? Oh, I really hope we find a land. Ah, that's okay. We can double spell. Here, I think we actually... Soul Herder. This is interesting. I think I'm okay giving up 1 Mana War here. And then just copying the cohort. So I think I'm going to get in with the Mana War. We have a second one. I don't really want bounce either of these things. They both have enter the battlefield effects. And then we're going to start going off. They're going to need to take care of Soul Herder as fast as possible. And then we can Astral Drift and Windcaller to cycle and be attacking with 3/2 in the air. That's fine. Go. Okay. This is going to be nice. Uh-oh. What are they doing here? Okay, so they kill that real fast, but that's fine. I think this is when we Astral Drift and cycle Windcaller Aven. Because then we get to basically... actually, maybe not. I don't think we want to cycle Windcaller Aven. It's 4/3 flyer is pretty good on this board. It's cute, but I mean, we do get to smash him for 7. No, we don't. We get to smash him for 5 if we do that. Let's see what they got here. Reach when it enters battlefield, 3 or more creatures, cards in your graveyard. Okay, so we can bounce that with our Mana War. We draw a land. I think bouncing that with our Mana War, and then we'll see what we draw. Okay, so we got 6 here. So we can just play Windcaller Aven and then set up some attacks in the air next turn. Because then we could just cycle this. We can actually just cycle Astral Drift, bounce our... We could play Mana War, bounce this, cycle Astral Drift, bounce our regular cohort, get in with these 2, and then... bounce their Mana War? That's not good. This is interesting. They only have 2 cards in hand, so I think we just play it a little cautious, and we just cast this and set up a good turn next turn. What does the Nutlow have in store for us? Who knows? Who knows what their mastermind is thinking up, plotting? I want to win this one. I feel like we have all the pieces to do it. This Twisted Reflection is nice. Basically, kill a creature at instant or a combat trick. It's very flexible. That's a goaltend. Sorry. It was a clear goaltend, though. Okay, here we go. They've decided what they want to do. They just use removal or Windcaller even. It's really not the end of the world. Ooh, that's not ideal, but not the end of the world. This is when we can take advantage of... Oh no, are they doing it? No, don't do it! Shit. They get to cast that. And they get to cast... Okay. Drawing the Overload card would be pretty great now. Okay, we gotta figure out what we're doing here. Okay. So we can just pressure them in the air with Windcaller Aven by Mana Warning. Man-O-Warring. Or we could just kind of... They can't play both of these cards out. So we could bounce this and this at end of turn. Get him for 7. I think I like that. So let's play this. Okay, bounce the Web Weaver. This thing's a changeling, so it's going to get this Cascade. So it's a little risk. Actually, no, because they're going to have to play this first, and they can't play both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is this? Draw a card, discard a card. That's fine. And then we want to cycle this. Whenever you cycle this, you may exile target creature. If you do, return a card to battlefield under your own control at the beginning of the next end step. We're going to do this. And it's going to be the Mana War to bounce their first sliver. Ooh, that's actually really nice. Because then we get to tap down tons of things next turn. And maybe kill them. Okay. So they get to maybe cascade a lot of things on, but we could tap 4 things next turn, and then we have our 2 flyers. Doing 5. Yeah, I think we're in good position here. They don't have 3 creature cards in the graveyard, which is nice, so they don't get into 5 life. Oh, interesting. They would spend their turn doing that? Why? I guess they're trying to get the 5 life. So if they get 13, we can't kill them, I guess, because we only have 11 on board. Maybe they're just trying to find something that's better to do than the last sliver. But if they just cast that, we're good. Now they don't have 3 creatures in their card. They have 2. So maybe they're discarding a creature now, and then they're playing the 3/5. But then we get to hit them pretty hard. We could tap it down with choking tethers, and then pump this, doing 7 in the air, and then we could attack with all of these. And then they have to trade this, and then they still take 11 down to 2, and then we could still watch her for tomorrow and do something else. I think we're in a decent position here. So they don't get into 5 life, so now we can just tap them all down with choking tethers. And we should win if they can't do anything about this. Which I don't think they can with just 1 island. They can't kill us on a crackback, so I'm attacking with everything. Nice. Okay. So they've been good about finding all of their lands, but I don't think there's much we can do about that. They have a lot of expensive cards that we don't really want to... that we can't really counter, so I think maybe having a spell snuff is better. We can return all their artifacts to their hand and make them slow down their ramp, but that's not too great, I guess. Actually, yeah, let's just leave it. Okay, this is for all the marbles. This is trophy or not, right here. Let's go, Netlo. They're below there, 1/3 per game here, so it's possible they run out of time. Which isn't the best way to win, but honestly, I get salty when people take that long. And so I don't mind them losing. They time out. Should play a little faster. Okay, here we got a counter. Here we have some bounce. We have to find some lands and stuff, but we have some strong cards. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Soul Hoarder's good stuff. Okay. You might not be able to counter anything. I guess it's a problem if they ramp like this. So maybe this was a too fast of a keep. And we don't want to play Mana War out, so... Okay, this could be a little hairy. Seems like they're finding all of their land. Come on, just be a 2. Just be a 2-drop. Damn it. Okay, well, maybe now they play a 2-drop. I would just love to counter something and then draw... like a plains would be good. Okay, that's something. Okay, we definitely want the plains here. Yeah. I mean, we get to Soul Herder, maybe if we find another plains, and then we're kind of turned on, but they're gonna drop something big here. It's double blue, I guess. What did we see that's double blue out of them? Oh, okay. Well, we can actually just Winds of Abandon that if we find a plains. And is that what we want to do? I guess we can just bounce it. That's probably better. Let's do that. Because then we can maybe find Cell Beyond Reality. That thing does not get any benefit when it enters the battlefield, so we can really slow this down now.
What's this about?
Yo, dude, give me a minute. Or give me like 10 minutes, maybe. Play solo. I'll be back. Oh yeah, and they're hurting themselves doing this? This is pretty great. So we could kill this. That seems bad. If this is the best thing they have. So we don't get to attack this turn, but it puts a lot of pressure on them. So they're gonna have to use their turn other than just playing Windcaller even out. They have to kill the Soul Hoarder, or else they're just gonna be in this weird limbo. And if they do kill the Soul Hoarder, we can always settle beyond reality if we find a land, get Ephemerate, and leave a Prohibit. Here we go. What is this? Okay, well, we just get to bounce that again. Yeah, actually here I think we just, it looks like we're not going to give them a chance to get a lot of creatures out, and I guess we could add to the board and still bounce this, so maybe we do that. Or we can Winds of Abandon, leave up Everdream to draw a card, get in for 6, and then draw Plains. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. Are they missing any type of land? No. So they actually, yeah, they're missing a Plains. I don't really want to give them all 5, so maybe we just build out our board some more and bounce this. They have a way to kill this. That's gonna be a problem. Okay. Now they get to kill the Soul Herder. Oh, okay, they're cycling. Yeah, they're trying to find an answer to this cycle we got going on. Ooh, Flying Manowar. That's scary. Okay, and this looks like a match that might go on for a bit. We've got Winds of Abandon in case they somehow catch up on cards here, but they're really behind in on board. If they kill a Soul Hoarder, we can Ephemerate this to bring it back. We also have Winds of Abandon, Settle Beyond Reality, Pondering Mage, all good cards here. I don't think Prohibit's going to be doing much this game at this point, but you never know. If they play the Cascade thing, we could just kill it. Okay, so they want to gain the life, but... So yeah, I don't want to keep on bouncing that, so at this point, I think we just Winds of Abandon it. I don't care if they find their... I don't care if they find their extra planes for this thing. Oh, I didn't even realize that. I get a counter for other creatures being exiled, so that's kind of nice. Attack here, we're doing a lot of damage. Play this out, and then we bounce our Watcher to draw our planes. Here we definitely want, I think a second Soul Herder can be kind of nasty. Let's do that. Then we'll make sure our reprobation's at top, I think. Then we could Soul, yeah, we're pretty set up. Even if they go off with their cascading stuff, or even if they kill our Soul Holder. Oh no. No! I was not aware that was a card, but that's okay. We get to return. Definitely want the soul. Double soul hoarder is gonna be nice. Up. Okay, they might come back from this. Let's see. Striking Disappearance isn't that great. They get to bounce this in my hand. That's fine. Okay. So now we settle beyond reality this. What do we do? I guess we just kill this, right? 7/7, yeah. I don't want slivers to have cascade. They have 5 cards in hand still, a lot more land than us, so we used our Winds of Abandon, so if they get ahead of us on board, it's gonna be a problem. But we have another Man of War, we have our 2 changelings to draw. I forgot about that, but that's okay. That's not something we want to bounce a lot, obviously. Yeah, I think we... Actually, let's just play out our Pondering Mage. It can block. I would like to play this and something else in the same turn. If they counter this, that's fine. Any order, and we do not want to... well, we're drawing 3 lands in a row. Is that going to be a problem? I don't think so, actually. Because then we could ephemerate this if we need to. They try to remove it or do a combat trick. And then we can shuffle if we want. Next turn we'll have access to 7 land, which will be good because we get regular cohort and soul herder and get that cycle going. If they kill one of our soul herders, it's not the end of the world because we have another one. I will block this. Okay, so I'd rather them counter soul herder than a regular changeling. Or a regular cohort since we have a second one. Okay, so they're gonna have to have like multiple removal here. Another Dead of Winter. Can they buy that back, I wonder? I don't know. Dead of Winter's only 3, so maybe at some point when we have board advantage, we leave a Prohibit. They can't get us with it. And now I think we just want to keep on going wide with a regular cohort. Okay, here they're gonna kill Soul Holder. That's fine. Now we start leaving up Ephemerate or Prohibit to protect our creatures. Because they can't get past us on the ground yet. We exile their strongest card, I think. They're running out of time. They don't have pressure on board. Feeling pretty good about this. Some sliver. Sure. Here we just play this out. I think we just pass, honestly. You can protect it a couple ways. I'd rather protect it with Ephemerate than Prohibit, since if they could buy back Dead of Winter, we're going to want to prohibit that. Can't be countered, but we can do this. I'm not going to splice onto it because I want to leave up Sliver, or Prohibit. And we got another strong card out of their hand, and now we can start going wide here. That's fine. And either we're going to beat them on time or by going so wide that they can't deal with anything. I don't think we're going to ever leave up Prohibit. And we get the concession. All right. 6 Modern Horizon packs, a Modern Horizon token, and 2 qualifier points. Plus a damn good recording. I hope you all enjoyed this. Since I have these packs to burn through, and I opened a Finale of Promise during my last draft, I basically have lots of tickets, and I have at least 2 free drafts basically banked now for Modern Horizon. So expect to see another recording sometime soon. If you enjoyed this video, if you were entertained, except for Nutlow's slowness, please like, subscribe, follow at Florida Man at Twitch, and yeah, comment below, give me your feedback. Enjoy this wacky set. That was definitely, it's gonna be hard to top that deck in terms of entertainment value, fun things to do. It's bounce exile crazy. Anyway, I'll catch you all later. Thanks for watching.